There's probably no better way to give yourself confidence for the day than having a good morning, a real good morning. In the book The Winner Effect, the author talks about how every little right thing that you do gives you more energy and more confidence that you can use to tackle the next big thing that you have in your day. Kind of like a snowball with every new win that you accumulate for yourself. Keep in mind that what is defined as a win is completely subjective and dependent on you. Maybe you fell off the wagon in the first few days of the New Year's resolution that you have made. If you start and by this moment do 5 minutes of whatever the activity was that you had set for yourself, whether it's reading, exercising, or whatever else, that's still a win because you have restarted the chain back again. You got back on. You achieved something. And that's why when it comes to morning routines, what always was and always will be the most important thing to do is the actual work itself. But the same way that supplements can help you recover and work out better in the gym, a morning routine can help and supplement you to work better throughout your day. Even though at first I thought it was all a nice old crock of shit. But at its core, it's just a set sequence of events that you do as soon as you wake up that you have found in your experience help you have a more energetic and productive day than you otherwise would have, however few or many of those activities that there are. And here is the real. You know that one task on your to-do list that's been giving you a dirty look for the past days, weeks, perhaps even months, because you know it's gonna be a pain in the butt to figure it out? I would say that this is actually one of the real applications when it comes to this, because say that you've already done 4 hard but gratifying things before it was even 8 a.m. Wouldn't it make the mental weight and barrier of it much lower than it was? And it rings even truer if you're running a business and every day you're dealing with different things that need your full attention and focus. You're negotiating with this client, you are making the samples for these prospects. Something went wrong with your accounting applications and the numbers aren't showing up right. Oh, there's this banking problem that you have to figure out, or else they may perhaps cut down the single lifeline of your business. Having that little slice of time at the start of the day where you know every single thing is gonna happen and you can go pretty much through it on autopilot lifts a lot of that mental weight off, so you can then use that to start planning and thinking about what other things that you need / should do for that day and beyond, what other errands that you might have or things you have to look out for in the future. Instead of just finding yourself constantly running from one thing to the next without ever really considering if it's the right thing that you should be doing at that time. And let's be honest, there's a lot of woo-woo stuff that happens when it comes to this kind of productivity, business, self-improvement space. So instead of just spouting a bunch of buzzwords at you like cold sauna, red light, plunge, and whatever the hell else, let me tell you what I've actually done and what have actually made sense for me. I.e., what is worth the time that it takes and what isn't, because if you go too wide and too loose with this, it becomes procrastinating for 3 hours under the guise of I'm just doing my daily morning routine. I wake up at 4:30 to 6 a.m. ish, and one of the main reasons I do that is just because I'm used to it because of college lectures and waking up at that time, and the second is I live with family, so if I wake up past that, then I'm constantly interrupted and things go off the rails. I wear a couple of layers on, I walk to the nearest coffee shop that's about 20 minutes away, I drink my coffee, walk back, and things are just completely dead silent at the time, so you get to have some perfect thinking time, maybe about something that you've read the other day, some upcoming errands, or what's the most important thing to get done at that time, like we mentioned. I come back, put my keys down, put my stuff down, and then start working out, either jumping rope or doing a bunch of calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups, squats, dips, that sort of thing. And then after that, it's a cold shower. I go and write what I need to do for that day on my whiteboard, and then I get to it. Okay, since we got the social media part out of the way, of course, every single day doesn't go that smoothly. Sometimes I stay up later the day before. Even a few days ago, my brother came over from abroad for a couple of weeks, and then in that time, I did next to no work, and I just stayed up and spent all of that time with him. Pizzas, pastries, sugar overload, and staying up till 1 and 3 a.m. But I spent that time that way because I knew it was way more important for me to have these moments with him than as opposed to just having a couple more weeks of my daily routine. And I can afford to do that because it's already a strong habit for me. The day that I'm writing the script and recording this video for it now was a normal 5 a.m. day for me, and it happened a couple of days after he left. And if I'm waking up for exam or just am really short for time, you know what are the three things that actually make a legitimate clear difference? It's coffee, exercise, and a cold shower. That's the real honest part of this. Those are what matter on a day-to-day level. Journaling, I do it every once in a while when I want to document a day or just want to get my thoughts out on some paper. Gratitude is not a negative, but it's not the most important way to start your day. A red light sauna, I'm not gonna even. How is spicy light going to do anything for you? My background light is red. Well, it's off now, but my background light is red and I haven't got Superman powers yet. Experiment with yourself. Maybe one of those things actually make a legit difference for you, and if so, then incorporate it in. And with that, I think I'm pretty tired and I'm gonna leave it for the day. Bye.